I need to update you guys. I haven't updated you guys in a very long time, and Uncle Paul gave me a shout out, and I have all these new people watching, and it's not fair that I haven't put out a video. So I'm putting out a video, doing it today. Since I haven't been able to update, I've been so busy and crazy that I just have not done what I was supposed to do. I had a goal of doing a video every week, and that obviously has not happened. I kind of just got busy, and I just forgot to bring my phone with me everywhere I went, and kind of just failed at it. So I'm trying to do better at that. But a lot has happened this summer, and so I'm just going to kind of give you a rundown about what happened. And then we'll go from there. So June came pretty quickly. I moved in with my mom officially on June 1st. Worked on selling my RV that I was living in. I lived in the RV for about a year, and I loved living in it. It was great. I loved that lifestyle and that whole way of living, and it was fantastic. Anyway, moved out of my RV, moved in with my mom, got my RV sold finally, and I got what I was asking for, which was super great, and it's going to allow me to pay off some debt, and then put some of that towards the trail, so that'll give me a good nest egg to, or start of a nest egg, I should say. It's not quite enough, but it's a start. So those were big life changes for me, and I stayed super busy, so much so it didn't even dawn on me to video all that stuff. Anyway, but sold my RV, and then we had a garage sale towards the end of June, and I made some money doing that, selling a lot of stuff there. I had downsized a lot when I moved into my RV. We had a garage sale the year before that, and sold a bunch of furniture and stuff. And then of course the RV you don't really need furniture because it's all built in. But it got rid of a bunch of knickknacks and things that just I didn't need anymore. So I got down to like the minimum stuff. So basically all I have is camping equipment, stuff for work, and then my bed and just a few books. So that kind of was June. Garage sale, selling the RV. Didn't work out a lot. I did go hiking a few times, but that was about it. I've just been so busy, and it seems like whenever I do something new, like I change my schedule around, that it gets all out of whack. For some reason I just can't get past what I need to do. Like if I get in a routine, and then I'm good and I can do it, but then if something changes, it's like the whole world collapses, and I have to like relearn how to fit it in. And so when I was living in the RV, it was super simple. I had it all planned out, and I was really dedicated to it. But now that I live with my mom and I'm driving and commuting now, I'm finding that spot where I'm supposed to work out at is very difficult, because I either have to wake up super early, or I have to work out very late, because of my work schedule, because I'm working so much trying to make extra money to put towards debt and towards the trail. It's kind of proving to be a little bit more difficult to get to the gym, but I'm gonna work on it. But June was not my month. So trying to stay positive and productive. But that was kind of June. It was kind of a quick month. It went by super fast. And yeah, June. So July, which is this last month, again, it was a super unproductive month. I felt so unproductive towards the trail, and I felt like I was letting myself down, and then the people that have been encouraging me, like through videos and comments and things like that, I felt like I was letting people down, which was the whole reason of doing this channel and the Instagram and the Facebook page, like, was to hold me accountable, and it's doing its job, because I feel guilty when I don't do stuff. So that's a good thing. It's a good thing to feel the way I'm feeling. It'll help me get back into things. But because May and June were such big, sorry about that. Because May and June were such big months about selling the RV and moving and doing the garage sale, it was like a lot of momentum. a lot of momentum heading that way, and then July it just kind of bottomed out. Like I was just hurry up and wait. And so I felt super unproductive. And I didn't know how to fix that. And I talked to my mom about it, and she was like, every day you're heading towards that goal. I mean, you're eating healthy, you're trying to lose weight. And that, I have to remind myself, is part of it too. But even some of my coworkers, they're like, so how's the gym going? And I'm like, well, I haven't been. And they're like, well, are you still going to do the trail? Like, that's their question now. It was very disappointing and disheartening. June was really hard for me mentally. Just feeling like I was going in the right direction. So, now that it's August, trying to fix that situation. June had a lot of house sitting, which is good because I was closer to my job on a lot of those trips at the end of June and in July. And so I saved some money because I wasn't driving as far, because everyone I house sat lived closer to my job. So that was good. Been doing a lot of that, but also, like I was telling you, like when my schedule changes, it throws everything off. It throws my eating habits off. It throws my workout schedule off. It throws everything off. And so, even down to donating plasma, which is one of the things that I've been doing to get money. So you can go to 2 times a week when you donate plasma. And so that's an extra, like, $65 a week, which it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you add that up, it does add up pretty quickly. But there was a lot of times during July that I was only able to go once because of whatever reason, whether it was I had to get back to somebody's house to feed their dogs or to water the plants and I didn't have time to go, or I forgot to set my alarm early because I was distracted when I went to bed, or whatever it is. I'm just trying to get more organized so that I can do that and get back on the bandwagon and get back focused, because I only have 8-ish months left, and those fly by really fast. So this year seems to be going by really fast. But also something crazy that happened, my whole family has decided, my immediate family has decided to go on a cruise. And so in July, we started paying for that, because I was very conflicted about going. I almost chose not to go, because that money that I spent on the cruise could have been going towards gear or towards the trail or whatever. But I kind of rationalized with myself that I'm going to be gone from my family, who is very important to me, for 6 to 8 months next year. And I want to make as many memories with them now, and, because I won't be here next year. And so I decided that it was worth it to go on the cruise and do that and enjoy being with them and making memories with them and having this experience that I may not get to have again. Who knows if we're all going to be able to go at the same time or have the money at the same time to where we can go. So I'm taking full advantage of that. So we're going to be doing that in September. So I'm super excited about that. It's going to be so fun. And I'm so excited to get to go. And it is a little bit of a setback because I'm using some of my money that I was going to use on the trail for that. And then, of course, I won't be working that week and all of that stuff. But I think they'll work out. I think it'll be okay. But that was kind of July. It was a crazy month, too. Anyway, July. And before I forget, the next thing to go is my FJ, my precious Dory. It's blue. This is the first car that I've had that I wanted, and I went out and bought it because I wanted it. And it wasn't the cheapest car or the most economical, but it was the car that I wanted. It was a very rewarding experience for me to be able to be in that financial situation to where I could go, oh, what car do I want? not what car is going to be the cheapest or get the best gas mileage or be most economical or anything, but like, what car do you want? Like, what car, when you go, oh my God, my dream car, would it be? The FJ was that for me. But it also reminded me how distracted I got the years prior to decide, or even the months the year before, deciding that I was going to do the trail for real, and it wasn't just going to be continuing to put it off. And it made me, getting this car and making the payments on it and all this different stuff made me realize that I had totally gotten off track, that I was putting my immediate needs in front of my long-term goals. And if I had gone about car shopping with a different mindset, this is not the car that I would have gotten. It would have been, a more economical car, maybe a Subaru that got better gas mileage, something like that I could still do the four-wheel stuff that I needed to do at the time. Anyway, so for August, the big goal that's going to be heading towards the trail is selling the FJ. So I've got it all cleaned out. For the most part, I just have a few things in here that I needed for the day. I'm going to get it detailed, and then hopefully within the next week or two, it will be sold. And then I will get a more economical car that gets better gas mileage that I can hopefully buy, that I won't have a payment on. And that will help save a significant amount of money. Because I don't know if y'all know much about the FJ. It's a badass car. It is great. I love it. I love the feeling I have when I'm driving it. I love the look of it. I love everything about it. But it gets horrible gas mileage. And I'm sure there's certain ways that I could drive or do certain things to make the gas mileage better. But I don't do those very well, because I don't drive slow. I drive pretty fast. And that's one of the main things. Anyway, I'm usually filling up every 2 or 3 days, depending on how much I drive outside of just driving to and from work. So, I have been saving a little bit of money because I've been house sitting so much and they've been closer to my job. So I've been saving a little bit of money on gas, but it's time to bite the bullet and just say goodbye to Dory. Super difficult. I never thought it would be this hard to get rid of a car, because I'm not very materialistic. It's just stuff, and the car is just stuff too. But again, it comes back to that mindset that it was what I wanted, not something I needed. It was the first time that's happened in my life. Anyway, going back to the gym today. I'll be going back after work. I wanted to thank the people who have subscribed to me. It's kind of surreal. I never really thought anyone would ever want to watch me talk about myself. We're grateful that Uncle Paul sent a lot of you here from his shout out. That was kind of a cool thing. I was like, what? That's my name. Anyway, it was kind of cool to see him shouting out to people who are also trying to change their lives and what they're trying to do. And it's really cool. And I've subscribed to a lot of people from there that I'm watching, and it's just so encouraging. And this community is crazy. Crazy good. So I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. I found this really great one about the trail, if any of you are interested. Mighty Blue on the Appalachian Trail. He calls it his ultimate midlife crisis, which is pretty funny. He just talks about the trail. He interviews past hikers or people to do with the trail, and then he reads a chapter of his book. So it's like a podcast and an audio book put together, and it's funny. He's a British guy. His trail name was Mighty Blue. He did complete the trail. Anyway, he's got a lot of good stories, and it's a highly entertaining trail podcast. Another one that I listen to all the time that's been out longer than that is the Pox and Puss podcast. If you follow trail or on Appalachian Trails, which is now the Trek, you probably know who they are. They've been around a long time. They're the ones that do the hiker prom on trail days, during trail days. And they do about a monthly podcast, sometimes more, sometimes less, but, life happens. Anyway, they're hilarious, and they don't always just talk about the trail. They kind of just talk about whatever comes up, which is kind of fun, but it's generally about the trail. So I've been listening to those, of course.